Hello students, I am going to show you how to shade in your line drawing for the 3D forms. So I'm going to, on Sketch.io, so I'm going to go to my line tool, I'm going to take off the fill, I don't want the fill on, then I'm going to go and make this rectangular shape, and so it's a closed form. There, it's closed. Now I'm going to make another one about here, and then I'm going to close the path. There we go, close enough. It was not my best shape, but I'm going to keep going anyway. I'm just going to keep on going, and then I'm going to go over to the pyramid, and I'm going to go make this triangular shape over here, and then close that path there. And now I want to move some of those shapes, so I'm going to I'm working on a background from the drawing that I had done earlier, and so I'm going to go to my select tool and move. That's very important. Go to the select tool, move my background, and I'm going to choose this, and I think I actually can move these together. Yep. And let me move my background back. And again, this one did not, I'm going to move this. This is not my best, but I'm going to go for it anyway, because it's the shading that we really care about right now. And that's good enough. It's fine. It's matte. There we go. And now I'm going to go to work on the shading. So I'm going to go to my paintbrush, and I'm going to start filling in the cylinder. And I'm going to shrink that brush. It needs, and I'm going to blur it a little more so it's a little softer. There we go. And then I'm going to keep going to one gray lighter. One gray lighter. Okay, and I'm not going to worry about the sphere because I'm going to, I can go kind of stay away from it if I want to, but that's the idea, is that you go one gray lighter as you go around the cylinder. And then also, just as a reminder, I am putting the light source on the upper right hand corner, so all the lighter sides are going to be on that line. And so I'm going to go back to my paintbrush, and I'm going to finish this off with one gray lighter, and then one lighter gray. And then I'm going to go a little bit on the top too, and maybe a little darker on the back side. There you go. And then on the sphere, we're going to go like this, in a curve motion, right? And I'm going to go really dark on furthest away from the light, and then one gray lighter, and then again one gray lighter. Take your time, no rush. You have until Tuesday to finish this thing, so you get the idea. Now and then all of this would eventually be filled in, so you don't see any of those lines behind it. So you are truly like making this opaque. And I just did that white over there because I wanted to get rid of the line behind it so it doesn't look like you can see through it, or that it's transparent. There you go, good enough. And I'll go back and put the hard lines in to separate, like the pencil here. I'm going to go back, pencil, and kind of put the sphere in, or you could use the circle tool too, and put it in again. Whatever you like. But now for the filling in the square, now I can do this. Go to my select tool, move my background so I can see my squares, and then I can go to the fill tool, take the fill tool off, and go to a color, and I can go, let's see, it's going to be darkest on the back side, which actually I need to make a square, so I'm going to go to not the line tool, but I'm going to go to the square tool, and I'm going to put my square let's see, I can move it right in here, and I can, wow, undo. I have to go to my select tool, and then I can move it around and rotate it however you like. See, I got that little circle handle there, and fit it in. There you go. And then do the fill, and I can do a color, and I can do it black. Now I want this one to not be black. I want it to be middle. And then on top, I want it to be the lightest. There you go. And then this is the closest to the light, so I want it to be color the lightest as well. And then we can go back, bring the background back. There we go. Line that up as best you can. And you notice that I don't have the back side of the pyramid filled in. I'm going to go to Line Tool, and I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then I go to my Select tool, and I'm going to fill that with black, the darkest. There we go. And I can move it towards there. It's not, I'm doing this kind of quickly, but I think you get the idea. You could make it better. And then finally, I'm going to make the shadow on the ground, which is the paintbrush, and it's going to be on the opposite side, no fill. I want black, and I want it to be blurry. And I'll fill in just right here. There we go. And for the sphere, and for the cube, and then also the pyramid will be blocking some light. Ooh, let me do that. And on the cube will be the pyramid shadow. Maybe a little on the sphere. And that's a quick version of how that is done. We could also do a kind of messy, but okay, it'll work. So I'm going to stop, and I'll see you guys on later.